Okay, I'm sorry. I got kind of like moved again to do this, like more channeling. So, he really wants to talk more about like how he was feeling on Earth. He wants to talk more about his death, what brought him to it. So I'm gonna just channel some of the things that he's saying and that he wants everyone to know. So my first question to him would be, how is he feeling and dealing with things leading up to his suicide? He said that at that point of his life, he was feeling really, really low, like rock bottom, like he had no energy at all to fight with the company, other people in his life. He just had no energy to fight anymore. He said that he was so tired of carrying around the depression, tired of worrying, tired of feeling the anxiety of worrying about his future, and if SM was going to take him as a serious artist, he was tired of worrying if he'll be able to make music again or come out with music. He said I had no energy for that. He said at that point I just wanted out. He said I wanted relief. He said I honestly felt I couldn't do this anymore. He said those were the emotions that were leading up to my death. So I'm asking him, when he was feeling like this, was he worrying about how his brothers would feel about his death? He said that he was very worried. It was a very painful decision for him. And he said that's why he kind of stalled a lot or messed around a lot before he decided to take his own life, or before he decided to commit the suicide. He stalled a lot because he did worry about that. I'm asking him how long was he suffering with this depression up to the point to where he couldn't take it anymore. He said that he was dealing with depression for years on and off. He would say sometimes it would get so bad it would be a huge wave, and he said sometimes it'll come to him in smaller doses and smaller waves. I'm asking him, does he understand now where his depression had stemmed from? He's saying that some of it started stemming from the abuse that he had to endure as like a trainee, and then he realized he had some self-worth issues, that no matter what he did, he always just felt like he just was never good enough. And he realized that was like some kind of hole or void in him that nothing could fill. And he was really struggling with that. And he said he realizes that now. So I'm asking him about the day and like what led up to um, the suicide. He said, I've been warning everyone kind of like days before. He said, I've been warning everyone days before I decided to commit the suicide. He said, I was dropping hints and little things that, yeah, he's saying that he basically decided, he was dropping hints and little things to say, hey, he basically decided to do this. he said still in that he felt that nobody was really listening to him. He said while he was warning and giving people hints that he was going to do this, he was also making preparations to go ahead and do this. Like he was buying the things, like he's showing me like in my mind's eye, like him buying the things and um doing the reservation, planning for the room, all of that stuff. All while he's like dropping hints and saying his goodbyes to people and things. He's saying that the decision to actually commit the suicide was so hard, but he was saying that the death was so easy. So I'm asking, like, what time, like late at night, did he finally just decide to make the preparation and do the whole? He said by the time he decided to do the whole thing, that yeah, it was very, very late, that he knew nobody was up, nobody was even up. And that's when he started making the preparations to do it. I'm trying to ask him, how did he feel right after his death? He said that after he did it and he kind of came out of his body, he thought, you know, I done it. Now I can finally have some peace, or I can finally go now. But everybody's response to his death is what stopped him from going over to the other side. Because he said that when he got out of his body, he was kind of standing there looking at himself. So I'm asking, like, how did he feel once he realized everybody got the news of his death and his brothers and everything? Like, how did he feel watching them mourn over him and everything like that? He said that he felt regret. He felt a big regret. He felt really bad that he had hurt, you know, his brothers and his family and made them cry and made them in pain. He felt really bad. He said that he was surprised that they really loved him like that, because he said while he was in his depression, it's really hard to see that people actually care and love you when you're in that space. So that kind of really surprised him and made him feel bad. He said the whole thing surprised, everybody's reaction kind of surprised him. But he said, but I also felt regret. And I'm asking him, is that why, like, he was turning things into like the shiny colors, like the moon was the shiniest colors and things like that after his death? And I'm asking him, is because he felt bad, that was that why he did that, to show everybody that he was okay? He said, yes, that was the only way that I could show everybody that I was okay, to show my brothers and my family that I was okay. And that he felt bad, about what he did, that he regretted it. But it was too late. But he said that he moved on from that regret and he forgiven himself for doing that. I'm asking him, what does he want for his members to do, since his members moved on so quickly to the spotlight after his death? Like, they moved so quickly on to, you know, promoting and everything. Just asking, how did he feel about that? He said that he felt very worried for them and their mental state of mind. He knew that there were some members that were not fully healed, and that he really worried about them and watched over them. He He said, I honestly didn't want them to go back to the spotlight so fast. He wanted them to heal a little bit more. But he said, I understand that they busy themselves to try to not have to think about him and not have to think about the grief. He said that he still supported them either way. He says that he knows that they're still hurting, they're still in pain over him, but they're better than they were. He says that that's why he's always watching over them and by their side and trying to get their attention and to let them know that he's around and that he's okay. I'm asking, is there anything else he wants the everybody to know about his death or anything else? Nope, he doesn't have anything else he wants anybody else to know. He was thanking me for doing this, and and he was saying how like he couldn't reach anybody or talk to anybody for a year, so he was happy that I did this reading. Yep, and that's it. Okay, yeah, we're gonna bring it to a close. That's it. Um, when I channel, like I said, I can hear and I can see. And so yes, I did see him pretty much standing or sitting next to me telling me things. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much how I kind of channel. But yeah, that's it. That's all the messages I have. Hope that cleared up some things for you guys. Okay, well, I am gonna go and I will see everyone in the next reading. May love and light be with all of you. Bye.